My boyfriend went on a date with his ex a few nights ago, but he didn't tell me about it until today. Now, I've decided to end our relationship without asking him many questions. Was I wrong to do that? I'm a 27-year-old woman, and I've been dating my 26-year-old boyfriend for 3 months. He has an ex-girlfriend he's known for 6 years, and they were really serious at one point. He even thought she was the one a few nights ago. Their mutual friend Johnny, and the ex planned to have dinner together, but I didn't know about it. Here's the thing, Johnny always cancels plans at the last minute, and everyone knows this. So, when Johnny bailed on dinner, my boyfriend ended up having a one-on-one evening with his ex, just the two of them. What really bothered me was that my boyfriend didn't mention their dinner plans to me beforehand. He usually keeps me in the loop about his plans, even small, casual ones like meeting his best friend for a drink. But this time, he didn't say a word about dinner with his ex and Johnny. And to make matters worse, he also didn't tell me that Johnny had canceled and that he'd be spending the evening alone with his ex. It was weird that he kept me in the dark about this, especially since he's usually so open with me. Now, I'm starting to think that my boyfriend and his ex knew Johnny would cancel all along. It seems like they invited him just to make it look like a casual group outing, rather than a date between the two of them. I've heard so many stories about Johnny flaking on plans that even I knew he probably wouldn't show up. It feels like they used him as a cover to make their evening together look innocent. My boyfriend has a lot of exes because he's been around the dating block a few times. This isn't the first time I felt uncomfortable about how close he stays with them and how much he shares about our relationship with them, since they make up a big part of his social circle. I didn't want to be unfair and ask him to cut ties completely. Instead, I asked him to be open and honest with me when he's talking to or hanging out with his exes so I don't feel left out. But he didn't do that this time, and it feels like he was dishonest with me. When I confronted him, he just shrugged it off, saying he didn't think it was a big deal, and gave me a weak, "Oh, I'm sorry." I don't really keep in touch with my exes because I'm not interested in staying friends. They were okay people, but I've moved on. Since I don't live with my boyfriend, I don't know what happened after dinner, and I can only imagine. I don't think he slept with her, but then again, I didn't think he'd go behind my back like this either. The problem is, I don't know anyone in his friend circle, so I can't get the scoop from someone on the inside. I'm basically in the dark here. Sorry if this post is all over the place. I'm typing away on my phone while I'm still fuming. Was I wrong to break up with him out of the blue? Edit, just to clarify. Johnny, the mutual friend, is a real person. I've never met him before, but I'm sure he exists.
Story 2.
My girlfriend was really mean to me, but then she got upset when I quickly moved on from our relationship. Am I the asshole? Hey everyone, I'm not usually one to post on Reddit, but I need some advice on a tricky situation. My girlfriend and I, both 24, have been together for 7 years. We live together in an apartment, share a cat, and each have our own key. With a trip coming up, my girlfriend gave our friend a spare key to take care of our cat while we're away. She forgot to make a copy of her key, but we didn't think it was a big deal since I still had mine. This all happened earlier today. Later that evening, I met up with my girlfriend and her friends at a nearby bar for drinks. But after a while, she asked me to leave so she could catch up with her friends without me around. So, I headed back to our apartment, locked the door, and spent some time chilling with our cat before going to bed. About an hour after I fell asleep, I was woken up by loud banging on the door. When I checked my phone, I saw that I had missed several calls from my girlfriend and her friends. It turned out she had been locked out of our apartment for almost 30 minutes. I quickly got up to let her in and started apologizing like crazy, realizing I had totally spaced out that she didn't have her key. She was livid, saying I must think she's not important if I forgot about her and didn't stay up waiting for her to come home from the bar, even though it was already past midnight. I explained that if she had reminded me at the bar or even sent a text about not having her key, I would have stayed up for her. But since she didn't, I apologized for forgetting and started getting ready to go back to bed. Apparently, I did the wrong thing again. My girlfriend became really aggressive, saying she couldn't believe I was just going to brush it off and that I needed to have a deeper conversation with her about my true feelings. I told her I already had apologized and explained myself, and there was nothing more to discuss. She didn't seem to accept that, and instead, she just stopped talking to me for the rest of the night. I'm lying awake, unable to sleep, and I can't shake the feeling that I messed up somehow. beyond just forgetting about the key. I'm really confused and unsure about what's going on. So Reddit community, please help me out. Am I the asshole in this situation?
Story 3.
Am I wrong to think that my wife shouldn't be in charge of taking care of her dad and sister? My wife is the youngest of 3 sisters. The middle sister, A, has severe disabilities that she got from her mom. Their dad, Pop, takes care of A. Last week, Pop told my wife, B, and me that he was going to the doctor to get his gallbladder checked, but he said it was no big deal. 2 days ago, the oldest sister, J, texted B saying she needed to come home to help Pop recover from surgery and take care of him while he's recovering. But I said no, absolutely not. But this is why I said no. Pop lives in Texas, but we live in Pennsylvania. Right now we're struggling financially after being evicted and having our car repossessed, so we can't afford plane tickets. I just started a new job and can't take time off. And my wife B has already used up all her vacation and sick days. What's more, B took care of her mom alone when she was dying of cancer, without any help from J. Meanwhile, J lives just a 4-hour drive from Pop, has a stable income with her husband, and doesn't have many expenses. But every time Pop or has a medical issue, J expects B to drop everything and come take care of them. I don't think it's my business, but I'm tired of seeing J treat my wife unfairly. It feels like J thinks my wife is her personal servant or something. I'm tempted to tell Jay to stop assuming my wife will always be available to help, just because Jay doesn't want to be bothered. Would I be wrong to speak up and tell Jay to stop taking advantage of my wife like that? Update: I'm blown away by all the comments on this post. I've gotten some really helpful advice. After work, I had a long talk with my wife, B. She's definitely ready to say no to Jay, and she knows it's necessary. But it's tough for her to stand up to Jay, who has been bullying her for their whole lives. Tomorrow, my wife Bear and I will talk more and decide what she'll text to Jess. We'll also call Pop to see if he really needs help. To those worried about who'll care for her after Pop passes away, sadly, A's disabilities mean she wasn't expected to live past 40. But she's already 43. We think Pop will keep going until he knows A's affairs are in order. He's that devoted to her.